P-Storm!
Welcome back to P-Storm. We're still on the investigation of Chapter 6 of Danganronpa, which I assume is the final chapter, and I'd like to think that we're getting close to the end of the investigation. We're probably not gonna finish the game today, but hoping to at least finish the investigation this session. So right, we finished investigating the 4th floor, so now we're on up to the 5th floor, where I believe the rest of the evidence lies. First, we're gonna check out the biolab, which I believe was the only room that we couldn't access last time. Yes. The raw room. But no SmackDown room in sight. Damn, what is this? Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? This is where they keep the sperm samples. Also tarps. There's a stack of tarps here. Been seeing a lot of these things lately. Ugh, it's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. And on the other side... Wonder why we were locked out. Seen something like this before. That's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Well, I looked at everything I could. I guess we'll take another look. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer you an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our systems, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel. We do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. About those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which will mean that inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's to defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I had to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. I thought he was going to say, for everyone who's died, I had to open these fridges and just let their bodies spill out and decompose. Okay, so that was the biolab. Let's see, what else? What other places did I need to investigate? Oh, I guess it says right here. Okay, so dojo and the garden. I guess we'll check the dojo first, since the garden's where the body is, so we should probably save that for last. We might be finished with the investigation sooner than I thought, actually. Oh, Toko, so this is where you are. What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko. Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds this out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. Yeah, well, he's a piece of shit, so fuck him. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay. Good talk. Good talk. Right, the garden. Glad I saved the garden for last, because, you know, might have come time for the trial, and then I'd be like, oh fuck, I didn't investigate the dojo. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body, it's not here? Oh fuck. Is it in the chicken coop, maybe? There's still just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. Mondo's the mastermind. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. It's not, but if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab? There's all kinds of different gardening tools. Is there anything that sticks out about them? No matter how hard I look, I don't see anything. No, I wanted to look at the pickaxe. The last remnant of Mondo's presence here. It's that pickaxe. On the handle it says Crazy Diamond. It's the same thing that was written on the back of Mondo's coat. This pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. Strange. Strange, isn't it? Horse manure! It's that fertilizer. They need this to help the Monokuma flower grow? Well, either way, it's not related to the case, so it doesn't really matter. No. The fertilizer is the key to everything. It's those flower pots. Nothing seems out of the ordinary here. I think I can check them off my list. Alright, I guess back to the biolab then. Okay, good. So I was right to end the last episode when I did. That's all I really needed to check here. Oh, never mind. It's trial time. I'm pretty sure
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are still interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a tarp. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, hero.
Ah, Makoto.
Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised?
Oh, no reason.
You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say?
I just did, actually. I'm on my way out.
You already talked to him? What did he say?
Listen, sorry, but I gotta go.
Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It's like he was trying to avoid me. Or trying to go back to the data center. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? If this cutscene gets copyright struck, I'm gonna fucking shit. I'm gonna fucking sweat.
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? Then inside the envelope is a boxing glove on a spring, and in the boxing glove is a bunch of knives, and the knives are tipped with poison and rigged with explosives. This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Get on with it!
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Hey, hang on. Yeah, I don't see Makoto in this picture. Let me do a quick head count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, fat guy in a shoe. Yeah, I count 15, except Makoto. Wait, but someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. What if Makoto is Mukuro? Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... Wait, why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. Makoto is the mastermind. He has a split personality like Toko. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone else was like me and didn't know each other before they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be everyone else and just me? everyone here except me is...
How long you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet? You're kinda getting in the way just standing in there, you know? So, I mean, get out.
But...
I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up.
Let's see, where? Right, they should all be on the 4th and 5th floor. Except Kyoko. Right, Kyoko could still be in the 2nd floor dorms. You know, fast traveling's probably the best way to,
Yeah.
Okay, archive. Someone in the archive. Could be Byakuya. Yep. Sure as the sky's blue.
These are a bunch of investigation reports related to different cold cases, but I don't have time to think about this right now.
I was trying to talk to Byakuya.
Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends.
Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the... Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me.
I see. The reason it makes more sense to everyone else than it does to Makoto is that they also surmised that Makoto may be the headmaster, but with a split personality. I mean, we're probably the only ones who know about the split personality, because we're seeing the game from Makoto's perspective, but not from the mastermind's perspective. Yeah, I'd been saying headmaster and not mastermind that whole time, didn't I? Okay, I guess next area of the map. Yeah, let's look for that next juicy exclamation point. Oh yes, it's right here. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Come here, hero.
Hey, Hero.
Makoto!
What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that.
No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry.
Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? Still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why?
Right. The chem lab, I think, is the next place to... Or not the chem lab, the bio lab is the next place to check out. Raw bodies. Raw meat.
I decided to visit the bio lab one more time. The first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out, again. Huh? Toko? Toko, are you okay? No. No, she's not dead, is she? Ah!
It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny?
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose?
Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half.
It's like how in The Binding of Isaac, how Tainted Lazarus is two different characters, but really, it's more like you're perpetually playing half a character because you get half as many items at any given time. At least that's how it was before the patch. I haven't played The Binding of Isaac in like over a year now, so I could be very wrong about how it is right now, but that's how it was before he was buffed. I don't know how he is now. Maybe I should play The Binding of Isaac sometime. Not on the show though, because yeah. If you recall, The Binding of Isaac was the first game I played on P-Stream way back in 2015, and it was kind of a disaster. But enough about that. Enough about reminiscing about the good old days. Back to the game at hand.
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around here somewhere, doing his own investigating.
By himself?
I assume so.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro even when it I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Maybe it had something to do with that body right there. Who knows? The fridge. It's open. I'm sure they were all shut tight the last time I was here.
That must be why she passed out. She faints so easily.
Kyoko,
It's getting late, isn't it?
are you okay?
I'm sorry if I made you worry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
But listen, about this room.
Oh yeah, it's
It's a morgue.
yeah.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it.
You knew she'd fainted?
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Oh, that was Makoto saying that.
That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that.
Yeah, good idea.
Give me a hand with this.
Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it.
Huh? How come?
Look at all these dead bodies. So many hot, cold corpses. Because Mukuro's body is in here.
Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial.
The mastermind did it?
because they assumed they wouldn't be doing the class trial over again. Oh,
Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
you may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
I had to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail.
Okay, so what should I do?
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Just wait over there? That's it?
Maybe I could get away with taking a peek.
It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside.
Pussy!
I've already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly, on the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't.
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot's occupied.
So when someone's in there, a blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights?
But 10 people are dead. Which must mean that one of them might not be. I'm onto you, Mondo. Seems awfully sus that Mondo, yeah, his body, it was just yeah, all that came out of the cage of death was a tub of butter, but maybe Mondo escaped through yeah, it's like, you know, I think all the contraptions used for executions are like disposed of immediately after the executions are done. So maybe Mondo escaped through an alternate exit of the cage, and we just never found out because the cage was destroyed immediately afterward. It was all an act. I mean, Mondo did seem the most accepting of his own death. So it could be like at the end of when actually I shouldn't spoil. That show hasn't even been out for a year. It's like, yeah. I'm just gonna bleep out the name of the show, but anyone who's seen it probably knows what I'm talking about.
After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it?
It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer.
Huh? Why not?
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer.
That's a good point. Wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation.
Well, there's gotta be something else to, There's gotta be something else I need to look at while she's investigating the body. Why am I so gassy? God damn. Can't stop burping.
You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done.
Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief.
So, did you find anything?
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death.
Really?
The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings.
So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? And what was the fatal injury?
Due to the explosion,
The victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
where does it say they're old?
Huh?
All the Monokuma file says that they were inflicted at least several days ago.
I guess I don't see the difference.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give. They seem to be equating several days old with simply old. But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder.
Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
What if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the past few days?
What?
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you?
One of many?
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. They envision those possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test out what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond that, using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time.
Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that right?
Do you remember all that?
They're indeed consistent with the corpse.
So then...
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Is that all you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I think so.
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Then let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here.
Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think that's kind of sad, leaving it out like this?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair.
But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow?
Well, yeah, but still.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. I almost thought this said appealing. I was like, God, you're so fucking stupid, it makes me hot. Just like these cold bodies.
New headcanon, Kyoko is morosexual. She could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes?
Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko. I have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
Go ahead then. Out with it.
Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? What do you mean?
Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
I do, yes.
But to get into any of those lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belonged to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
それで
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers?
I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
なんで
What makes you say that?
だって
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker?
Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
もしか
Could that mean that video is real too?
Video?
苗木くん
Makoto. I think everything's finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined.
What are you talking about?
私は
I had to go investigate those lockers right now. I had to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes.
Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
それは
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker.
Your locker?
苗木くん
If you watch this, it all makes sense.
A DVD? And it says class number 78, urgent
それ
interviews?
は
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
とにかく
I don't have any time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see it for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before.
None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD.
苗木くん
Oh, now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
Ramble?
つまり
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings.
You're talking about your dad, right?
I can never find the answers to the question I wanted to ask for the rest of my life.
All because of the mastermind.
だけど
There's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness.
私は
I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that.
Kyoko's eyes burn with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind.
It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
なぜ
So why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess.
She let out a small laugh as she said that. But her smile is filled with sorrow.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete.
Yeah, you're right.
ね
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst.
What do you mean?
苗木くん
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope.
Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. It's pretty much all I'm good at, you know?
Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
じゃあ
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial.
Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose.
Okay. On to the AV room, I suppose. Yeah. Probably the quickest way to get there. Yeah. Getting there from the gym is probably quicker than trying to fast travel directly to the AV room. Where is it? Oh, I could just do this. Wait. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, it's in here. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave to me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the back of the monitor. Or the black of the monitor. It must have been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Sayaka's the mastermind. My very first prediction was right. Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you won't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys, it's more like insurance, so please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in this school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that?
Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. Total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life here in the school?
I accept.
What?
Thank you. I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat here thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes. This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in the school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his questions, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service.
What? It just so happened to break just now?
Now then, when? Now, then, when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them a question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
そうよ。どうやら。ねえ。
Oh shit. Did everyone lose their memory?
Convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind, so does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or...
Oh, it's trial time. I guess we're finishing the game tonight after all.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There's no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There's no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. これで終わりだ!
Alright. Well, here we are. We're at what I can only 100% assume to be the final trial. I could be totally wrong, but this could be the final trial. And until then, if you enjoyed this video, no further actions required on your part. If you have suggestions on what else you'd like to see me play, let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon.